Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So excited this morning. I want to welcome Harold C. Carter Jr., the senior pastor of New Shiloh Baptist Church in Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, good morning, Pastor Carter. Thank you so much for coming on with us.
Saints of God and friends of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, God bless you. I'm Pastor Harold Carter Jr. of the New Shiloh Baptist Church in Baltimore, Maryland. It's prayer time. God bless you, Ricky. Oh God, your word teaches us to seek you first. Therefore, as we begin this new day, we acknowledge you first by way of the law of primary reference, which asserts that whatever is mentioned first is that which is most important. Indeed, when your son's disciples asked him to teach them to pray in what we call the disciples' prayer, the first thing he, Jesus, did not do was to start off asking for a raise, a new job, to be healed, or victory over an enemy, personal things. The first thing Jesus taught is that we would look to him, to look to his name, to spend time on you, to spend time on your name. Hallowed, holy is your name. Lord, if we can ever get you properly prioritized in our lives, everything else will fall into place. You are holy. You are sovereign. You are divine. You are Adonai. You are Elohim. You are Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Jireh. You are Jehovah Rapha and Jehovah Shalom. You are Jehovah Sabbath. You are Jehovah Siskenu. You are wonderful. You are Counselor. You are the mighty God. You are the everlasting Father. You are the Prince of Peace. You are our Savior, Lord, and friend. Come on, help me, somebody. What a friend we have in Jesus. We put you first today, believing that all other things will be added and that all other things will be taken care of for your name's sake. Hallowed, holy be your name. This is our prayer this day. Be glorified in all the earth. Be glorified in our hearts and in our lives. Again, I'm Pastor Harold Carter Jr. of the New Shiloh Baptist Church, Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you, Ricky, and thank you, RSMS family. I'm so grateful to be able to call on the name of the Lord through this intercessory prayer.
Hey, that was Harold Carter Jr., the senior pastor of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church in Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you so much, Pastor Carter, for that prayer this morning. And it's time for the praise break right here, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Wednesday, February 4th. Here's what's going on in the news. The White House confirms the U.S. did shoot down an Iranian drone after it flew too close to the USS Abraham Lincoln in the Arabian Sea. Now, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the drone approached in what she called an aggressive way.
CENTCOM acted both appropriately and necessarily to protect our U.S. personnel and equipment in the region.
This all comes just days before U.S. and Iranian officials are expected to meet. Meanwhile, President Trump has been ramping up threats of military action, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the U.S. is ready to act if Iran refuses to negotiate on its nuclear program. In other news, police say they are aware of a possible ransom note connected to the disappearance of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie's mother. The note, sent to TMZ, demands millions of dollars in Bitcoin and includes a deadline. TMZ says the Bitcoin address does seem to be real, but law enforcement has not confirmed that the note is authentic. Nancy Guthrie went missing Sunday in southern Arizona, where police say she was abducted from her home. This investigation is ongoing. And the government is open and ready for business. The partial shutdown ended yesterday after the House narrowly passed a spending package that provides over $1 trillion in government funding but leaves out Homeland Security. Trump did sign the package, but the DHS will operate on a 2-week stopgap bill as Democrats push for more guardrails on federal immigration operations. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has happened. James Harden is on the move again. Traded from the L.A. Clippers to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland. So Darius Garland's going to be out there at L.A. So Harden and Donovan Mitchell, 2 ball dominant guards. I mean, it could happen, but I don't know. I mean, James, believe it or not, he's still having a solid career. You know, even though he's a little bit older. But I don't know if this trade is gonna get him a championship. Like I don't.
Yeah, I would have definitely got somebody younger.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they had Garden, but Garden, he's been hurt, this season, whatever. So I don't know. We're gonna see what happens, man. James, just when you start counting James out, he's doing some things. He elevated his game a little bit. So NBA trade deadline is tomorrow. There were some rumors that LeBron James may be traded from the Lakers, but he's staying there. He ain't going nowhere, man. Deadline, he's going to finish his career.
If they trade him, he'll retire. If they try to send him somewhere he don't want to go.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, bro. He's going to finish his career right there as a Laker. It is what it is. So that's what it is, man. That's my quick sports report right there. Rick Dog and Cheryl Underwood is in the building. She's sitting there for the Brad. She got the hot spot coming up next, dog. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is time for the hot spot and sitting in for the one and only, the Brent. We got the one and only, the legendary Cheryl Underwood in the building. Cheryl, good morning.
Good morning. That's right, Rickey Smiley. I am Cheryl Underwood sitting in for the Brent. And it's time for the hot spot.
We're so happy to have you. We love you.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here. And it's Black History Month. I noticed that you put me on the Black History Month.
You make history, Cheryl.
And absolutely. And is that black enough for you? Hey, Shaboozey made history when he won his first Grammy and became the first black man to win Best Country Duo Performance for his collaboration with Jelly Roll. And during his acceptance speech, he reportedly upset some people when he said this.
Immigrants built this country, literally. So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity, to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
And after that, fans online were quick to point out that it was enslaved black people, not immigrants, who were forced to build the foundations of the country. And yesterday, Shaboozey released a statement about the backlash saying, to be clear, I know and believe that we, black people, have also built this country. He also said, my words were never intended to dismiss the truth. I am both a black man and the son of Nigerian immigrants. And in the overwhelming moment of winning my first Grammy, my focus was on honoring the sacrifices my parents made by coming to this country to give me and my siblings opportunities they never had. Okay, the question for the crew is, do you believe that we black people can be too sensitive at times?
Yes. I mean, really? I get his point because he is the son of an immigrant. Most black people that you meet, our ancestors were enslaved here, and we built this country. Immigrants didn't.
Absolutely.
Immigrants helped. They contributed, obviously, but nobody built this country.
We built the
except
foundation.
Enslaved Africans. So anybody who says different, that's not being sensitive.
But with all that being said, though, we still can be a little sensitive sometimes. You know how we, honey, we take some things and run with it. We get upset. So, you kind of knew what he was trying to say because he, like you said, he was excited about winning his Grammy.
But just because you're sensitive about something, it don't make you wrong.
What?
You can be sensitive about something and be totally justified in your sensitivity.
Yeah, well, but y'all kind of knew that.
That's just annoying. It's annoying because they try to erase Black history, especially it's Black History Month. They've already erased our history. You're gonna say immigrants built this country? Listen, I love immigrants as much as the next person, but our ancestors built this country. We built the White House. We built we built the country. That's it.
You preach.
Well, listen, you could be standing in the hot lights of an award show and flub something. I have done it many a times and prayed that people will forgive me for something crazy that I said. So, I get what people feel, especially when you're trying to erase our history, which is American history.
And you're a black person that's trying to stand the erasure. So, yeah.
True that.
You gotta pray.
We got to pray on it. That's right, to make it today. Hey, in other news, Lonnie Love believes that Sherry Shepherd deserved better than finding out that her show was canceled in a trade publication. Lonnie Love posted on Twitter yesterday voicing her displeasure with how everything went down, pointing out that Kelly Clarkson got the agency to at least inform people that her show was ending after its current season, which received a much softer landing. Lonnie says Sherry should have been given the courtesy of announcing her show's end instead of an article announcing it.
Absolutely.
Just like Kelly got to announce her show's end. That's right. And then the publication deadline revealed this past Monday that Sherry Shepherd's show was ending at Fox after 4 seasons, despite having stellar ratings. And its distributor, Debmar Mercury, citing the evolving daytime landscape as the reason for ending the show on the broadcast networks, and is exploring a move to digital platforms. And on the same day, Clarkson announced that she would be ending her long-running talk show after 7 seasons, saying the decision was hers alone. All right, what are your thoughts?
No, she'll end up doing something digital. She'll be fine, just like Dunn them and moved on, and Joy Reid moved on. Doing their own thing independently, so God bless her. She gave that show all she had, and sometimes God let doors close because bigger doors is open.
Absolutely. And sometimes when you show in, and I know what you know, because the talk ended and we got a chance to do a farewell show and a goodbye show. And sometimes it's the optics of us as African-American females.
Right.
Well, that's right. It's the optics of us. We don't get the pleasure to end something the way other people do. Not saying we salty about it. We just saying give us our propers too. We love you, Sherry. Hey, for more information on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can hit me up on my social media at Cheryl Underwood. Coming up next, Rock T got the HBCU next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Cheryl Underwood.
Good morning.
America.
Good morning.
It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in the celebrity news, y'all. This story touched my spirit when I got it, honey. It's being reported, y'all, that things are finally looking up, y'all, for Wendy Williams. And they're saying if the signs are right, they're saying 2026 could be her biggest year yet. Now, they say just one day, honey, after the news broke that her daytime replacement, Sherry Shepherd, is being canceled after 4 seasons. It's being reported, y'all, MTO has learned that producers are actively, y'all, working on a plan to bring Wendy Williams back, y'all, to television, honey. Now, they're saying, as previously reported, they're saying Wendy and her legal team, y'all, recently scored a major victory in court. Now, according to sources close to the situation, they're saying that the ruling puts Wendy on track, y'all, to be released, honey, from her mental health conservatorship as early as next month. Now, that legal breakthrough, y'all, is the key piece, y'all, that's unlocking everything. Now, once Wendy regains full control over her life and career, they're saying her team plans to move fast. Now, multiple insiders confirm, y'all, that MTO, that Debmar Mercury, the same production company behind the Wendy Williams show, is already in high-level negotiations, honey, with Wendy's team, y'all. Isn't that touching? Isn't that wonderful?
How you doing?
That's right. That's right, baby. I love, honey, Wendy Williams, honey. I mean, television has not been the same, especially talk show-wise, and I love all the talk show hosts since Wendy Williams left. And people are definitely yearning for Wendy Williams. They want her to come back, and hopefully and prayerfully, she get herself together, which she's definitely working on getting herself together, and, she can make a comeback. So what do y'all think about that? Because, Ricky, it's particularly myself. I watch Wendy every day when we was getting ready for Dish Nation, honey. Makeup was being done, but Wendy Williams was definitely on the big story.
Oh, yeah, every day.
Every day.
I really do hope she come back, because she is like the queen of night. She is really good at what she do. And
yep.
I mean, even on some days she talk about our ass. We just sat back and laughed. We was mad for about 5 minutes and laughed, but we still watched it every day. Like, can't help it.
Yes, Lord. So, Cheryl, what you think about that?
Well, she talked about me when I was on the talk, and then tried to invite me on her show. And if I wasn't saved and sanctified, covered with the blood of Jesus, I would have came with some Vaseline and some flat shoes, but I wasn't going to do that. I just let her talk about me, because when you talked about by Wendy Williams, that means you are somebody.
There it is. There it is. That's deep right there.
Yes, it is, honey. So hopefully and prayerfully, Wendy, make her come back, she get herself together and stuff, because it was just something about her and the way she delivered those stories, even though a lot of people, didn't like her, so to speak, and, but Miss Wendy, honey, she did, and, she wasn't cookie cutting with it. She did just what she had to do. So we'll see how that all turns out for Miss Wendy Williams in 2026. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Now, this woman here, Cardi B, honey, now she is speaking out, she's madly in love with her man, Mr. Stephon, and he's madly in love with her. But they're saying, y'all, that Stephon Diggs was asked straight up, honey, if he plans on proposing to Cardi B, and he admitted an engagement is maybe. Here's what he said.
Question, after you get your ring, is Cardi getting her ring?
It's sort of agenda maybe, right? I gotta get mine first.
If that ain't the most selfish damn thing I've ever heard.
What?
That's selfish.
He got to get his, man. He can get it this Sunday.
You don't sit there and say nothing like that. I don't care what. I get mine, honey. She can get hers. It's almost sound like something else. But I don't like that. She say, no, I'm going to work on Cardi getting her ring, giving her a ring or whatever. But in the meantime, I'm, working hard to try to get my ring. Don't just make it come out. I get mine, she get hers.
He's already expressed how much he loved that girl, man.
He don't love her.
Wow.
I don't feel he loves
Gary,
her. What?
But Gary, I think the question for me, I dated a lot of football players. What is the likelihood of you getting a ring? That's where I get excited that I'm going to get my ring same day. You see what I'm saying? If there's no likelihood. So the question is, what is the likelihood of him getting a ring? Because then he come back to the hotel happy, and then it's on and popping.
Nah, but if he don't get it, honey, So, yeah, but my thing is, I just don't like it. And, and he talking about he going to get on one knee and propose. Hell, she just one out of the, 12 babies you got? Women just have babies for him.
Ow.
And what makes your baby special?
Damn.
Ow. I know. 12? Well,
my God.
Yeah, but Rick, I don't like that. And she walking around like a damn fool, talking to the owner of the Patriots and all this stuff. That man, I don't
Well, he's a cool dude. The owner of the Patriots is a cool dude. He know everybody. He's approachable. So I see how that can happen. But, he got 12. Listen, if a man dating me and you got 12, because I got none, that means we got 12. Who was barren in the Bible?
Alfredus, who was buried in the Bible.
Oh, my gosh. Was it Sarah? Was it? I forgot.
Yeah, listen. I love men with kids. Come in. All 12 of them. We going to go shopping. I'm going to get you some toys and everything. TT, love you. Don't call me mama, because I'm not your mama. I'm TT. I'm TT. I'm dating your daddy. TT Cheryl. What you want? What you want? We go eat and everything. I take a child out to eat.
Yeah.
What cereal you like? Yeah, you gonna have to drink oat milk, because I can't handle real milk no more. Now come on.
Well, congratulations, Cheryl, on that then, honey, because that don't work too well, honey, when women have kids and they date these men with kids, honey. My kid come first, then yours come, but that's good since you don't have any.
Listen, Gary, I have motivated men to get Super Bowl rings. Listen, when I be dating dudes, they be in the playoffs, they be winning, they be in the World Series, the Olympics is coming, they be getting gold medals. I'm a motivator, baby. I know how to. This is what you need to do. It's something about your swing. You need a massage.
You do motivate now.
Oh,
you do motivate.
Lord. Yes, I do.
We done had a lot of conversations over the years. You keep people up and running and motivated. Absolutely.
That's what they call me, an Energizer Bunny.
All right, and with that being said, Cheryl, that's my Collier today. On the high end, you say energizing, and on the low end, you say beautiful fuchsia. That's a Collier for today. Look at Jesus, Cheryl. My Lord.
Y'all get up Jerry with the T. All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got to wake up call. Y'all get them at 8669 or I think AEY. Here we go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because he woke you up this long, this led you in your house shoes. So it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Want to know where you calling from. So come on and tell us and just wake up.
My name is Jason McKenzie. I'm from Pickerington, Ohio. I'm just calling to tell you all are doing a wonderful job. Y'all have a blessed day. Wake up.
Thank you.
My name is Collier. I'm calling from Pensacola, Florida, and I want to wake my brother from another mother, Rickey Smiley, my girl Cheryl, and my messy best friend Gary with the C. Wake up.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Uncle Clipper calling from Birmingham, Alabama. Calling to wake up Christy Clark Brown and Tara Lane. God got you, and so do I. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Man, that was nice.
Where you at, Miami? Wake up. Seattle, wake up. And Detroit, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louis, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. And Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, let me say something right quick, man. Hey, Clifford, that's my classmate from high school, man. Thank you so much for that call. Christy Crump buried her mother this past Saturday, and Terrell Lane buried his mother. The Lane family buried their mother this past Saturday, and we had to attend both of those funerals at the same time, but we went to half and half. And thank you so much for thinking about them, calling up to the morning show to shout them out this morning, because that was hard to see or whatever. Shout out to everybody that's going through the grief process. And God bless y'all. Thank you, Clifford. Love you for that. All right, we got the good, the bad, and the what the hell news coming up next. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time for the good, the bad, and the what the hell Wednesday. All right, Alfredo, what's the good news this morning?
Well, Ricky, this is one of those stories that really puts things into perspective during this, this cold weather that we've had. Firefighters in Fort Worth are being credited with saving lives after dangerously cold temps moved in, especially at homeless camps across the city. Now, crews went out overnight checking on people who were sleeping outside in the cold, and they offered warming assistance and helped, folks get to safer places before temps dropped even further. There are so many emotional pictures on social media of even firemen having to carry several people on their back just to get them medical attention. Officials say those quick actions likely prevented serious injuries and possibly worse. So it's just a reminder, Ricky, that sometimes just a knock on a tent or a simple welfare check, on your neighbor can make all the difference. So big shout out to the first responders who do this every single day and who step in when it matters most. So big shout out to them.
Yeah, what do y'all think about that?
What'd you say?
Yeah, what do y'all think about that?
I mean, it's just, it's been so cold all across the country. We don't think about people who don't have a place to live. Like, they are going to freeze to death if they don't get help. So I just, thank God for first responders.
Yeah, we just thank God because it could be us. Because like Steve said a long time ago, we all one paycheck from being homeless. So we just thank God for His grace and His mercy. All right, we hate to ruin because we got bad news with Special K this morning.
Okay, so I'm going to file this under it sounds like a good idea until it's not. And for some reason, I'm thinking about Rock T when I read this story. A man in Massachusetts tried to melt ice off of his roof using a blowtorch. But instead, he accidentally set his house on fire. Now, fire officials say the ice did melt, but so did parts of the roof, which quickly caught flames. Firefighters had to rush in and knock it down before things got worse. Now, luckily, nobody was hurt, but the damage was done and the home needed serious repairs. So consider this your winter reminder. If you're staring at ice on your roof and thinking, well, I got a blowtorch, don't do that. Sometimes the safest tool is patience or calling a professional. Perfect example of winter problem solving going very sideways.
Now, how does but how do you maintain something like that? Like, because if that roof get the snow is fine, but when it get packed with ice, when it's that wet, that ice build up and that weight on the roof, and you're scared that your roof is gonna collapse. How do you get the ice off the roof?
Not with a blowtorch.
Definitely not with a blowtorch.
And the question is, when the firefighters show up, did somebody say the roof? The roof. The roof is on fire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't need no water.
Let it
burn.
Let it burn.
All right, and Cheryl Underwood this morning, you got the what the hell news, right?
Yes, because this man is just crazy. A 32-year-old man from Florida named Alexander Baker DePue was feeling romantic. So he decided to buy a bouquet of flowers and some chocolates for a dancer at the strip club. The flowers and chocolates cost Alexander $288. He paid for them with counterfeit money. The bills had the word replica on them, and they said that they were not legal tender and were only to be used for motion pictures. Then Alexander Alexander went to the strip club, paid the bar tab with the same movie money, and both the bartender and the florist realized the money was fake and called the cops. The police showed up at the club, arrested Alexander, and they searched him and found $400 more in counterfeit bills and cocaine and meth. Okay, not only is he facing multiple felonies for fake money and drugs, he need to face the drug dealer. Did he pay him in fake money too? Or did he have some real money to pay to get that cocaine and meth? That's my question.
I ain't mad.
Am I looking at it the wrong way?
Yeah. Oh no, Special K, what you think? You went to jail?
I ain't mad at him. He tried it. He have nothing to lose. He was paying a stripper, and I mean, strippers don't want your gifts anyway. So he was like, "What the hell?"
I got ready with it one time. Let me try a second time.
But why
she fake acting like she? He said she fake acting like she liked me, so I'm gonna give her fake money.
All right, Black Tony, what's up, man? Hey, bro.
Pick the wrong woman again, shawty. Pick the wrong woman.
Why don't you pick a good day to come to work, man? You call in sick every day.
Ain't nobody sick. Ain't nobody said nothing about being sick, cuz.
Okay, but Black Tony, we all got situations. We all have picked the wrong woman.
You ain't got no situation like what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know what the hell you talking about. You ain't dealing with. I promise you.
Situation I came to work, though.
I promise you ain't dealing with what I'm dealing with right now. I want to be at work right now. But I can't come to work right now, not with the thing I'm dealing with. Because I keep picking the wrong women in my life, so.
What happened,
Okay, what happened? Yeah.
God, boy, I'm trying not to cuss, boy. I'm trying hard not to say a cuss word, boy.
Yeah.
I done let this girl spun the girl done spun the night over here last night. Cause my grandmama down in Biloxi. On Wednesday, she like to go down to Biloxi and go.
Yeah.
She down in Biloxi. I done let this girl spun the night. Shouted, we done, make it do what it do.
Yeah.
And Shouted say, it's on your girlfriend right now. I said, nah, you ain't my girlfriend right now. We just, what I'm saying? We just kicking it. Woo, 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 woo.
After you done clap them cheeks.
Yeah, and then Shouted gonna get mad. Shouted and she did some diabolical stuff, man.
Yeah.
I ain't never dealt with nothing like this, boy.
What she do, man?
Man, Shouted cut the toes off all my damn tennis shoes.
What?
Cheryl, that ain't funny.
I knew I heard something when I was sleeping. Shouted, I heard something in there. Man, who the hell got a saw with them?
Yeah, dog. You got some.
She done cut the damn toes off. I'm talking about all my shoes look like open toe sandal right now.
That's right.
One, my Jordan, my damn Reeboks, my damn Air Max. I'm talking about them cut all the toe, and she took all my damn socks.
And it's cold outside.
And it's cold and it's raining. So I can't come to work with no damn open toe Air Force One.
Bro.
I'm talking about all my shoes, Shouty. I'm talking about every one of them. My Timberland, every one of them, Shouty.
If you got a feeling, if she did all that, you must have killed her when you clapped.
Oh, yeah, I stood up in it now. No, come on now. We played the national anthem, by the way. I was standing up in that thing.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Cheryl Underwood. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Rashonda Landfair. Do y'all know who Rashonda Landfair is? That name doesn't sound familiar? Well, let me tell you, everybody's excited about Rashonda because she's the person who previously, y'all, testified as Jane Doe. She did a Jane Doe victim, y'all, in the R. Kelly's 2022 federal trial, and it has made her first TV appearance. And, honey, everybody's listening, so here's what she had to say.
You say, Robert told me the copies of one of the sex tapes of 14-year-old me were beginning to be sold on the streets of Chicago and across the country.
I was empty. I was very hollow inside. I was very confused, and I was embarrassed.
Why not tell the truth in 2002 when there was finally a trial after 6 years?
That's one of my biggest regrets, not telling the truth. But again, when I have been trained and groomed since I was 13, I started believing the lies that I was telling. And even in moments where I despised Robert, I still lied for him. It was very disheartening to know that my body was just being displayed and tossed around. And, when I look back on it, I wish things could have been done differently.
Yes, honey, that's Miss Landfair. Now, they're saying she reflected, y'all, on that sex tape that her and R. Kelly, is now becoming public or whatever. She said, honey, that the public, y'all, reaction and viral jokes made her feel more like a mockery than a victim. She said it was very disheartening to know, honey, that her body was just being displayed and tossed around. So, y'all, what y'all think about that? Now, Cheryl, you in Hollywood and was around all that stuff, honey. What you thought about this young lady finally coming out?
Well, I think we should always empower those that have been abused, that have, especially with the tape going around. And a lot of us that saw the tape, in different locations, we were looking at the tape, but I think most of us were shocked because you could see how young she was. And can we turn something back? They so worried about getting all the Epstein people stuff redacted. Were you ever worried about these children? Were you ever worried about us? Because a lot of us have been through sexual abuse and things like this. Where do we get the love? Where do we get the care? Where do we get the therapy that's necessary for us to heal and go on with our lives?
Yeah. Well, we just, like I said before, we have to pray, honey. But, I mean, it's interesting that it's coming out now. I mean, and I guess it's gonna make the silver screen eventually, whatever. But, we're just going to keep our parties lifted up in prayer. And, R. Kelly's still saying that he's innocent. So we're going to follow that and see what it turns out.
And don't you think that double downs on it when he keeps saying he's innocent? That hurts her even more.
Yeah, we sure it does. But, if he's saying he's innocent, I mean, yeah, it's very interesting, though. But, I don't know. I don't want to, get too deep into it because it's a touching situation. But we're going to just keep our parties lifted up in prayer. And we're going to see, honey, what the end results turn out to be. Because Robert is in the pen right now. So. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Oh, Jenny Mai, baby, she is opening up. Y'all know who Jenny Mai is. She's the beautiful ex-wife of Jeezy. Now, they're saying she's opening up about the emotional toll, honey, of her divorce from Jeezy and what she learned, y'all, about love since that split. Now, she spoke recently on a podcast, and, she described divorce, y'all, as a deeply painful experience. She said, quote, divorce is heartbreaking. No matter what she said, it's one of the greatest pains that any human has to endure. And she also added that divorce is experiencing death. She said divorce is experiencing death alive. She said it forces you to protect yourself to get what you need. And she said it is definitely the worst. Now they're saying that the Real co-host, shares, honey, that her 4-year-old daughter, Miss Monica, with Jeezy, and said that she feels grateful that their child was so young when the separation happened. She said, quote, I'm so lucky that Monica was only 1 when this happened. She said she's not going to remember that turmoil. She said, my job is to find peace for her. That is so touching. And I didn't know divorce was like death alive. Has anybody on the show experienced divorce?
Yeah.
Is it like death alive?
It was like being born again.
There you go.
Oh, well.
Boy, it's like when I came up out that water and they was singing "Take Me to the Water," I saw a beam of light come through the clouds, and I started shouting right then, walking out that courtroom. Thank you, Jesus. Why are you sleeping so damn good at night now? You got to wake up with nobody staring at your ass. That's crazy.
That's it.
They're waking up with somebody. Yeah, they're waking up with somebody staring at you. It's not for the weak.
No, because I have stared a many a person awake.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's that BS right there.
Yeah,
right there. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Like the Burger Man.
Yeah.
You leave me, you better play shackles. Take off them shackles off your feet, baby, because I'm for life.
You remember when that dude
got with me?
When that dude woke up and that Burger King man was in the bed, handed that dude that Whopper, that was scary as hell. That's what I'm talking about.
My Lord, well, bless her soul. And it seemed like they would have been such a great couple and stuff, but, I guess I don't think divorce is, a breakup is just as hard. I mean, a heartache is worse than a headache.
I mean, if you're in love with her and she bow-legged and y'all get a divorce, I can hear I'm going up yonder in my head. I can't get that out of my head. Dun, 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 dun. You start feeling sad.
Where I'm going.
Yes, Lord, yes.
If you want to know.
Wait my quick for free story, y'all, honey. Diana Ross's son, Evan Ross, y'all, he's speaking out. Now, he said something, I don't know about all that, honey. He spoke out, he said that his kids, now he's 37 and he has children, and he said they are talented like their grandmother. Now, in a recent interview with People, Evan revealed that his children, Jagger Snow, 10, and Ziggy Blue, 5, inherited their grandmother's talent and have dreams of following in her footsteps one day. Now, he told people, y'all, that his children talents boys began to flourish as they grew older, and they are as talented as their grandmama, Miss Diana Ross. He said, yes, honey, my son is amazing. He's probably going to be a singer, too. He likes breaking everything, he said before, adding that Jagger is becoming this amazing actress out of nowhere, and she's singing as well. He said she's a star. Isn't that nice? That her son, her grandson, and her granddaughter are like her. They're going to be just like her. I mean, a big singer and a star.
Legacy.
Yes, Lord, honey. He said that. They said, when asked if he would be a stage dad, he said, we'll see. He said, I don't know, honey. After being a stage dad, he said, I'll be there. But now, that was kind of offensive. I mean, he didn't even say his wife was like her sister.
Wow.
Because he married to Ashley. I mean, not Ashley, to, what's her name? What's her name, Cheryl?
Yeah, Jessica Simpson.
Jessica
Simpson's sister.
And he didn't compliment her. That was rude. He said, like saying the children sound better than the mama. But anyway.
But maybe she can go in the shoe game, man. Them Jessica Simpson shoes. Baby, it's the bomb. They comfortable. Listen.
And they cute and they last long and they sell them in
are.
some of the highest stuff. I'm like, Miss Simpson did that. She ain't done nothing else. She did those shoes. She didn't know chicken from the sea from tuna. She did know those shoes, baby. So
wow,
man, come on.
I do remember that.
Yes.
Go, Miss Simpson, honey. All right, the Collier today, honey, is one of my favorite Collier. My Collier today is energizing. On the high end, you say energizing, and on the low end, you say beautiful fuchsia. That's your Collier for today.
Wonderful.
That was beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the C.
Yay! Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Wellness Wednesday, and joining us is the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier, who I had the pleasure of visiting on yesterday. And I'm telling y'all, if you in the Atlanta area or if you in Savannah, if you in Rome, if you in Birmingham, I got people come from all over the United States. If you in Miami, jump on a flight, jump on Spirit and go and get you a comprehensive exam by the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier that has his own miniature hospital pretty much. Dr. Collier, happy to have you this morning.
Thank you so much, Rickey Smiley. Good morning, Rickey. Rock T, Special K, Gary with the T, Alfredas, and the lovely. The woman who put the H in hot and the S in sexy. Cheryl Underwood, guest hosting for the Brent. Thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate you, girl. I had a crush on you since I was 30 years old.
Oh, that's
Thank you once again.
We got I ain't never seen an Alpha Phi Alpha and a Zeta Phi Beta tag. Wait a minute.
Hey, A to the Z, baby. Listen to me. And I'll be in Alpharetta, Georgia, so I might have to stop by and get a checkup or something.
Oh, please do. Please do. It would be my honor to see you and take care of you. Okay. Rickey, thank you once again for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Rickey, is Black History Month, American Heart Health Month, and National Cancer Prevention Month. So I decided to dedicate this Wellness Wednesday to women's health. Rickey, black women are disproportionately affected by all of those disease states, and I want to remind the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, take care of yourselves, ladies. You are the engine that make your family go. If you go down with a health crisis, the entire family is affected. Your significant other, your husband, your children, everybody need you. So we need to keep you healthy. So now, don't hesitate. Schedule your comprehensive physical exam above and below the waist. Rickey, the biggest myth is that women go see their GYN regularly for a pap smear and think they had a physical. I repeat, this is not a physical exam. You not only need your annual pap and pelvic and a mammogram if you're over the age of 40, but a comprehensive above-the-belt physical exam as well. That should include an EKG if you're over 40 and a chest x-ray if you are a smoker. So heart disease is the leading killer of black women, but then that's heart attacks and strokes. Then cancers, breast cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian cancer. When you go to GYN, also get checked for other reproductive issues like polycystic ovary syndrome or PCOS. Check for fibroids, again, which disproportionately affect African American women. Endometriosis, if you're having heavy periods, if you're having irregular periods, if you are young and you stop having your periods, if you had, quote, menopause, which is defined by not having a period for a year, and all of a sudden you're bleeding again, all of these are red flags, and you need to make sure you get a comprehensive physical exam from your OBGYN. But also, Rickey, mental health conditions, depression, anxiety, which women oftentimes experience more often but have to hide or ignore because, again, they are the patriarchs of the family, and they can't be seen or perceived as weak. So they don't want to deal with mental health issues, particularly depression. Sometimes, they're in bad situations. They got men in their lives who are not contributing to the family or just causing mental health stress regardless. Okay, urinary tract infections, very common, particularly if you're diabetic. And no matter what your age is, when you get your pap smear, get a full screening for sexually transmitted infections, particularly HPV. Most pap smears now will include a HPV, but sometimes they don't, so you have to ask for it. HPV infections, human papillomavirus, predispose you to cervical cancer and cancer of your female organs. So if you have been exposed to that virus, then you need to make sure you are diagnosed and treated. There we go, Ricky.
All right, let's go to the phone. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Yes, doctor, I have a question about my shoulders. I've been diagnosed with arthritis in my shoulder. I've had 2 cortisone shots. I was wondering what could be my next step taking to heal myself.
Okay, well, arthritis in the shoulder is a very common phenomenon. The most usual is osteoarthritis, which is also called degenerative joint disease. Basically, we wear our joints out as we age. So a couple of things you can do that are natural. That the problem with arthritis, itis, means inflammation of. So you need to take omega-3 fish oil, which kind of oils the joints, vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day. And you can take natural anti-inflammatories as well, such as turmeric and curcumin, which comes in teas, comes in tablets, comes in capsules, all kind of a variety of ways to do that. Now, physical exercise also helps loosen those joints up, because if you start to restrict your shoulder motion, you can get what's called a frozen shoulder, and the next thing you know, you can't lift your hands up above your head, you can't brush your teeth, you can't comb your hair. So it's very important that you stay on top of that. There is an over-the-counter product called Osteo Biflex, which contains glucosamine and chondroitin. Those 2 things will literally heal and repair the joint. Next step would be you could get up to 3 series of 3 injections in the shoulders, and you've had 2, so a third one is reasonable. Then after that, things like plasma-rich platelets, PRP therapy is an option, and then sometimes people get what they call a surgical procedure where they go in and clean out the shoulder, but surgery is your last and final option. You don't want to have surgery unless you have to.
All right, that's good stuff right there. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Sciatica pain. I've been using these creams. I've been seeing stuff about, the shots and none of that. Is there really anything that you can do other than, doing those shots? Or I've been trying to exercise. I need something. I just retired, and it ain't no joke.
No, sciatica is a curse. It's low back pain that not only affects the lower back, but radiates by definition down the legs. It can be it goes down the posterior portion of the leg. So it can go down to mid thigh, it can go down to the knee, it can go below the knee, it can go all the way to your foot and to your toes. That kind of determines the degree of the disease state, whether you have mild, moderate, or severe. Amazing enough, the primary treatment for sciatica is physical therapy. So again, you need to move. The more you move, the more you loosen up, the better your back would feel. So exercises like yoga and Tai Chi are excellent for sciatica, but this is the time to get to know your friendly neighborhood chiropractor. They are the specialists that specialize in this problem, low back. That's how most chiropractors make their living, because back pain is the number 1 complaint at the doctor's office, and you can go to the chiropractor and get relief, but you're also going to need probably a prescription strength anti-inflammatory such as ibuprofen, Motrin, naproxen, or something like Celebrex. Then you can also take a non-sedating muscle relaxant so that you can loosen up those muscles, but you need to keep moving and stretch those muscles out. You can also Google online some exercises, some chair exercises that will help loosen that back up. But the more prevention that you do now, the less problem you're going to have later. You said your retirement age, so this can really be a curse if you don't get on top of it right now. So follow up with your friendly neighborhood chiropractor. Understand it's not a one-time fix-all. You'll probably have to have initially maybe 3 sessions a week for 2 to 4 weeks and then go on a maintenance program. But I can promise you will get great relief from chiropractic intervention.
All right, appreciate that. We're taking more of your phone calls on the other side. Get at me right now, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. More with Dr. MJ Collier coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning. Let's go and get to it and go straight to the phone lines. Good morning. You're on with Dr. Collier.
Yes, I have a cousin who is taking chemo, and she has lost a lot of weight because she cannot consume food because it smells bad, and when she do eat it, she throws up. I just want to know what it is that she could take or do to help her to be able to consume.
Okay, that's a great question because chemotherapy oftentimes results in anorexia or loss of appetite, or when you do eat, you get extreme nausea. The number one most prescribed and most effective treatment is marijuana. Now, doesn't mean she has to smoke. She can take gummies, anything with CBD oil in it and or CBD with THC will give relief for that. There are prescription medications, a long-acting anti-nausea medication called Zofran that is a melt tablet. You put it under your tongue, it melts that, and that's the reason that you do that is because you can't vomit it up. Sometimes you take a pill and you throw it right back up. In this situation, you can put it under your tongue, it will melt and give you up to 8 hours relief of the nausea. She can do that as well before she eats, but she needs to keep her nutrition up. You have to have some protein to keep your muscle mass up. You have to have some energy, some fuel to help fight this cancer battle. So we'll keep her in our prayers. We want to make sure that you share that information with her.
All right, gentlemen, Dr. MJ Collier, good morning.
Yes, I've had a hysterectomy, but I still have my ovaries. And when I went for my yearly exam, the doctor told me that I no longer needed to have a pap smear. So what exactly do I need?
Well, that is a recommendation from the OBGYN Association, and all those recommendations I say don't consider African American status. And so African American women are still at risk. If you're an African American woman and you are sexually active, then you need to have a pap smear. And the routine pap smear is a covering. They take a sample from the cervix. If you don't have a uterus, you don't have a cervix, but you do have a vaginal cuff, and that vaginal cuff needs to be screened as well for malignancy changes and human papillomavirus and other STDs. So I would respectfully request, I know that the recommendations say don't do that. The recommendations also say don't get mammograms every year and all those things. The only thing that's happened since those new recommendations have presented is that the cancer rates have gone up. They have always disproportionately affected African American women, but now the cervical cancer rates have gone up, the female cancer rates and cancer of the ovaries, and all those things have gone up. Breast cancer rates have gone up because people are not getting screened, they're not getting early diagnosis. So that means the rates are going up and the death rates are going up. So Dr. Collier continues to recommend highly that you get annual mammograms and that you get annual pelvic and pap exams.
There it is. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Dr. Collins, my wife, I had a Russia, and she had fluids around the heart, and they found that there was no blockage and everything, and they're getting all the fluids down. But it says she'll have to wear a vest that she'll have to wear. I'm trying to see if that's going to be a temporary thing because her percentage was 20%, and now it's like 35%. It is coming up. I'm just trying to get a question to ruffle with, the vest that she's wearing, it is temporary or it'll be long term.
Okay, so what you're describing is pericarditis. There's a covering or a sac around the heart that's kind of like saran wrap called the pericardial sac, and it contains fluid so that when the heart pumps, this fluid provides lubrication so it doesn't create roughness and abrasions inside the chest. So it's like oil or STP in the chest. That can get infected and then increase and get too much amount of fluid. If you get too much fluid, it can compromise the effectiveness of the heart. What you have described is called the ejection fraction. The ejection fraction should be about 55%, and she was half that when you checked if it was in the 20s. Now it's going up to 35, so she's responded quite well to removing some of that fluid. If that fluid is infected, they need to treat with antibiotics for a while. That vest will help monitor her heart rate and a variety of things. It's highly unusual that you need to keep that vest on forever, but during this period of time that she's having the issue, the acuteness of the issue, she needs to wear that vest. So hopefully she'll have a good outcome and shouldn't have a problem. Thank God you took her to the hospital and rushed her to the hospital in time, and she got appropriate therapy.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you could be reached.
Okay, Rickey Smiley. You know I can be reached on all social media at AskDrMJ. Ask Dr. MJ. This Friday, Ricky, I'm hosting at the Morehouse School of Medicine the premiere of the movie Bloodlines, the life story of Dr. Falusa Fakaridi, an interventional cardiologist. We'll be discussing peripheral artery disease, restless leg, and the solutions to the African American amputation epidemic. This event is free, but you must have a ticket to attend. Go to eventbrite.com, Atlanta, search Bloodlines, BLOODLINES, one word, and get your tickets for this Friday, February 6, 2026, 5:30 p.m. at the Morehouse School of Medicine. Tickets are free, and you can get as many tickets as you like, but you need to have a ticket to enter the event. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ask Dr. MJ, where we have hundreds of videos on various healthcare topics. Don't believe me, just watch. Go to Ask Dr. MJ to tune in. Go to my official website, lipodrops.com, where you'll find information on Dr. Collier's LipoImmune to help prevent respiratory tract infections during the cough, cold, flu, COVID season, also omega-3 fish oil and vitamin D. Remember, follow me at Ask Dr. MJ on all social media platforms. And remember, Ricky, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, Super Dave, or its production crew. Stay! Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. MJ on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Comedian Rita Brent.
Rita Brent, welcome back to the show. Good morning.
Rock T, what's up, man? Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all feeling
Rita
good?
B. Come on now.
I can't tell. You're like, okay. So I just got back from LA. I was writing for the Music Cares Person of the Year event honoring Mariah Carey. And while I was out there, I know y'all heard about this. Don Lemon got arrested. Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah.
Don Lemon. Yeah, y'all saw it. He got arrested. Now this is the crazy thing. He had an opportunity. They tried his lawyer. They asked the authorities if he could turn himself in. And of course, Trump and this performative administration, you know, they just had to embarrass him and pick him up at the hotel. And this morning, I really think we need Jesus to fix this administration and his minions. You know, Don Lemon has been going at it with Nicki Minaj. And it's like as soon as she got in with Trump, Don Lemon got arrested. I don't think that's a coincidence. But, you know, he's been on the talk show saying it's a serious situation. But I think that because he's beefing with a rapper, he needs a diss track. All right? You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling real Kendrick Lamar-ish after the Grammys. I ain't no rapper, but I'm just saying I think Don Lemon should release a diss track and call it Don Lemonade. And you want to hear it? Here it go. Name Don Lemon, 30 years in the business. I ain't checking for no cooning rapper, mediocre lyrics. Riding on the MAGA train while they using you for fame. Modern day Uncle Ruckus might as well change your name. Let him know. From Baton Rouge all the way to CNN. You could never see my pen claiming you a Christian. That's a joke. Songs ain't going platinum cause you ain't a real rapper. Call me fruity, call me gay. I take lemons and make lemonade. I promise you a loser, not a winner, Cause you living with a whole offender. Hey. Them ugly wigs you be wearing too tight. Hey. Ain't one of them just because you talk white. Hey. I ain't gonna let you bother me or take my Zen. Yo. I think you mad cause I got better taste than men. And when you make it back to the White House, you better pack a bag cause you ain't welcome back to the cookout. Woo. My foot up on the gas. I'm exposing all the trash. And I'm on these haters bad. And every time they mad, I tell them, throw some D's on it. My foot up on the gas.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm exposing all the trash. Yeah, and I'm on these haters bad. Cause I'm the real deal, Don. I take lemons and make lemonade. Woo!
Come on. Hey, come on. Ride it.
That's how you gotta respond, man.
Let's go.
Feeling had that bass all up in there.
Yeah. Y'all can't see me, but my head tilted to the side like T.I. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, how can people find that? I know you made a video about it.
Yeah, at Rita Brent Comedy, RITABRENT Comedy on all social media. That's at Rita Brent Comedy. Don Lemonade. Let's go. Let's get it. What's up, Cheryl?
What's up, babe? What's up, baby?
Hey, Rita, we love you. We proud as hell of you. Just want to say that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ain't that good, right? We got the Deltas and the Zetas on here.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about. Uplifting each other. Female comedians always support each other.
That's right. I opened up for you in Mississippi, Cheryl, but you probably don't remember me. But shout out to you.
I've been following
Listen
you.
to me. Don't you love those
me.
stories? Rita, don't
Okay,
you
wait
love
a
those
minute.
stories?
What
Why you-
city? What venue? What city? What venue?
Hey,
Jackson,
Rita.
Mississippi.
Yes. And Johnny T Bistro.
It wasn't at Johnny T's. It was at another venue. Like I think it was a Metro Center. It was a mall. We were like in a back room somewhere, and you were like, "I'm going first, and I'm gonna get on out of here." So I don't even think you saw my set, but I did open for you.
Yeah. I had to make a move.
I'm gonna DM you the
make
picture.
him
Yes.
Did we hug it out?
Yeah, we on stage and everything.
Yeah, we did.
Just getting worse.
Yes.
Same
Wait,
size.
Oh my
No,
God.
because only two places I do is my frat brother Mac Ash, Phi Beta Sigma, got a show that he puts together, and then it's Johnny T's Bistro.
Yep.
Oh my God, boy, y'all got me weak over here. Hey, Rita, let everybody know how you can be reached.
All right, you can reach me at all social media at Rita Brent Comedy.
I go first and you open for me, though.
Comedy.
I'm lost.
Oh, man.
I mean, because you the headliner, but you went first.
News headlines,
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, time for the front page right here. Alfreda's What Up?
Good morning, Ricky. What's up? It's Wednesday, February 4th. Here's what's going on in the news. Okay, Ricky, real reporting means asking hard questions, no matter how ugly the topic, be it power, exploitation, even rape. But if you're interviewing President Trump, you better ask your questions politely, calmly, and apparently with a smile on your face.
I don't think I've ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a smile on your face. You know why? You know why you're not smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth. And you're a very dishonest organization, and they should be ashamed of you.
That's President Trump scolding Caitlin Collins, who was asking questions about Epstein survivors. Now, critics say he's big mad because he doesn't want to answer questions about those files. Now, Trump says it is time for the country to move on and get on to something else, his words. The newest batch of files released contain mentions of several high-profile individuals, including Trump. After Trump dismissed Collins, CNN released a statement calling her exceptional, a journalist who reports with tenacity. Meanwhile, President Trump continued to double down on his push for federal election control.
Take a look at Detroit. Take a look at Pennsylvania. Take a look at Philadelphia. You go take a look at Atlanta. Look at some of the places that horrible corruption on elections. And the federal government should not allow that.
Critics say the majority black and brown Democratic-led jurisdictions are Trump's focus, and the pattern isn't even subtle. Even Republicans call it a dangerous overreach and a GOP contradiction. The party that used to be all about states' rights now wants federal control of elections. Legal experts say the president doesn't have the power and it would violate the Constitution. Let's switch gears, y'all. With everything swirling out of the White House and all over the world, stress is basically a full-time job. But a new study says there's a way to beat the blues, and it's super easy. Regular exercise can take the edge off. Researchers just found that middle-aged folks who skipped basic fitness were way more likely to feel long-term stress. Movement actually buffers your body from that nonstop pressure. So even a quick walk or a few minutes of getting moving, it seems small, but it's a big step toward feeling steadier and more in control. So get up and move, y'all. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up? Super Bowl 60 getting closer and closer, and I will be having my predictions and breakdown coming up later on this week, man, on Friday. So get ready for that. Rock T NFL Picks is going to go down real big. Also, James Harden, yes, if y'all just been up under a rock, he has been traded from the Clippers to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland. Now, of course, that's like they 10 years apart when it comes to age. Harden is more at the end of his career. But you got James Harden and Donovan Mitchell teaming up in that backcourt with Cleveland to try to go on this playoff run when it starts, so I don't know. I still don't think it's going to be enough, but we're going to see what happens, dog. It's cool, but it ain't going to.
Sometimes, man, it's like you got a lot of names, but the question becomes what kind of chemistry they're going to have on the court.
Absolutely. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You remember that time the Lakers had all that talent, they didn't even make it to the playoffs?
Come on, dog.
I can't remember when they had, what's his name, back in the day. They had got, it was all over ESPN. They had got everybody.
Carmelo Anthony, you talking about the Nuggets?
No. The Lakers, they got everybody. The Lakers had, what's his name? That came from the Supersonics down. How the hell you pick Eeny Meeny? Eeny Meeny shorter than everybody, but he had a full beard like James Harden. Man, I can tell you. And then they picked Fred Foreman, man. Dude, we call him Boo Boo, man. Boo Boo had a good jumper, man. But damn, only thing he had to do is keep him from getting the ball, man. It wasn't like he could move around. Oh, man. Oh, well, man, I'm like, how you pick Boo Boo and don't pick me?
Get your boy, Rita.
Dog, I shot ball, man. We shot ball all night, right? Like I'm in therapy for it to this day.
He left you hanging, dog. You didn't get picked.
Yeah, you need to talk to somebody about this.
Yeah, man, how you pick Carrie? He picked Carrie. No, not Carrie. Carrie Matt, like, how you pick them?
You need to make an appointment.
Okay, he was his best friend. And didn't even pick him, dog.
No, you need to go somewhere and talk to somebody.
Shot ball, man. His mama had made. Man, I'll never forget. We had black eyed peas and neck bones and some cornbread.
I just remember the meal.
Man, I remember all of it.
Yeah, I remember PTSD, man.
It's called because they used to live in Baby Kingston. I'll never forget it. Man, we shot ball all night long.
What was his mama name?
Norma Jean. That was my mama's best friend.
Sound right.
Norma Jean, I don't care. Rest in peace. I love her forever. That was one of my mama's only friends that really, really cared. Like everybody loved my sister. My sister is like the family. But my mama had that one friend that was crazy, but that was Norma Jean.
What is going on?
And they went to the club, and she had left us some black eyed peas and neck bones and some cornbread. We ate. Went back in the room, shooting ball all night.
Yeah.
And we was just fine. Got out there on the playground, man. Like, hey, man, I got nicks. I was like, okay, run it.
Rick, you okay?
He said, man, give me Eeny Meeny. He said, give me Fred Foreman. That's Boo Boo. He said, give me Jomo. And then he was already on the team.
Right.
And then it was between me and Carrie Matthews. He said, man.
And how old were you at this time?
But did you win? I want to know, did you win?
You weren't on the team.
We was in the 6th grade. We was about 14 or 15. We was all in the 6th grade.
Okay, whoa. Wait a minute.